see her lying back in her satin dress in a room where you do what you don't confess. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care.
Hey, happy Homebrew Wednesday. All right, starting off with not a homebrew, although I have plenty of homebrews right now, and I'll get to that in a minute. But look at the can. Look at the artwork on this thing. It looks like my floor. It looks like the floor of my basement. This is Foreign Objects, and I think it's called Allergic to Thoughts of Middle Earth. It's a 6.5% double dry hop. They call it New American Hoppy Ale. It's an IPA. But these things are really good. I think I've talked about them before. The cans are always cool. I can never tell them apart because they all have this kind of cool design can, just different kind of colors. But cheers. Oh man, 6.5%. This thing's killing it. These things are so good. I can't remember if it says the hops on here. I don't have my glasses on, so matter of fact, not only do I not have my glasses on, yesterday at work, one of my 30-day contacts popped out. So I'm very anal about starting the 30-day contacts on the first of the month. So I do 30 days and then change them out. So now I got to go 2 weeks without contacts with like glasses because I won't use the next set until beginning of November. But anyway, I forgot my glasses this morning, so I'm running around. I had to go to buy some drugstore glasses so I could read. But yeah, it was kind of hard. I had making things really large on my monitors. But anyway, yeah, this is a really good beer. Cheers again. All right, so I have a lot of homebrew. First of all, I think I'm going to cut away right now and show you the brew day I did of a New England IPA recipe that I got from a guy I met through the SJ Pour Challenge competition. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this might be the same recipe that he brewed on a large scale at Legends Brewing. I'm not sure if you're watching this. Please, correct me and let me know. But yeah, he gave me this recipe, and I thought it was really, really good. So I brewed it. Had a bunch of flakes, a lot of flaked wheat, a lot of flaked dough. But anyway, I'll cut away to the brew day. Right? Hey, what's up, brew tubers? All right, so it's a Sunday. I'm brewing a New England IPA from a fellow competitor in the SJ Pour Challenge homebrew competition. Not his competition beer, but New England IPA recipe. He gave me that one, and I gave him a recipe, and we're going to brew each other's beers. So it's a lot of flakes. Yeah, so let's dump this in. A lot of grain. I can't wait to see how this turns out. Okay, so like I said, it's a New England IPA. Bunch of flaked wheat, flaked oats, 2-row. That's kind of and some carapels. A lot of carapels, a lot more than I'm used to putting in. So should be very, very foamy and fluffy. So I can't wait to see how that works out. And then the hops, I'm trying to keep it around 25, 30 IBUs. So I'm going to put all the hops in the Whirlpool. It's going to be a bunch of Galaxy, some Citra, and Mosaic. Got to use those cans of Galaxy that I got from the National Homebrew Convention. So there we go. Waiting for my strike water to heat up so I can strike it in. Cheers. Okay, so underletting. Starting to see the moisture coming up. It's like 5. There's like what is this, 16 pounds of grain? So there's like 5 gallons of water I had to add. Cheers. All right, so almost had a near disaster. So I'm glad I'm doing this brew this weekend because I'm a little rusty now. It's been a while since I brewed the SJ Pour Comp beer. And I'm gonna have to brew round 3 next weekend, just in case I make it. So I struck in around 150. So I fired up the Herms expecting to get up to 153 quickly, but then I looked and the water that was coming into the mash tun was very clear, and then I realized I was running water directly in from the hot liquor tank as opposed to the outflow of the mash tun. So I quickly caught it, stopped it. I think I only got maybe quarter to half a gallon in there, which I don't think will hurt this. I was a little worried because the recipe that I got from this fellow competitor, it was on my system. I think I get a little better efficiency, so mine was going to be closer to an imperial strength versus a regular. So hopefully, getting that extra water in there maybe will lower the gravity a little bit. So anyway, it always kind of works out that, But anyway, it's a good that I did that on this batch and not the one I do next weekend for SJ Pour Comp. So cheers. Okay, 153. It's about 3:35. So let this go for an hour. All right. Got the sparge going. It looks too clear for a New England IPA. I think all those proteins will get in there though. Hey, what's up, brew tubers? Taking a break. I've got a brew day going on right now. Got another beer from Mike J. It's American Pale Ale, 5% ABV. This thing is mostly two-row with a little bit of Crystal 40. And I think hops, he's got Cashmere and El Dorado. So, I've had Cashmere before, not many times. I know that I like it. I can't really remember what it tastes like, but I know I love El Dorado. So, let's pop into this thing. Very strong hiss as I cracked it. Now he said he thought a little too much caramel in there for his flavor, although I like big malty beers, so probably not a problem for me. Pretty beer. Look at that. That's you can get a good idea what it looks like. It's fairly clear, a little bit of chill haze. Yeah, I'm not going to really review this too much. I just want to enjoy it. No issues with carb on this one. This is a classic APA. Good job, buddy. So this beer I'm doing, I think I've already talked about it. It's Brian's New England IPA recipe. He sent it to me, and I haven't brewed. I think I've brewed 2 New England IPAs more than a year ago, I think. I have to go back and look. I probably won't go back and look, but it's been a while. Don't think I've ever used 4 pounds of flaked. So there's 2 pounds of wheat, flaked wheat, and 2 pounds of flaked oats. So this is going to be a very full mouthfeel on this one, I would think. My runoff gravity was like 1077. I'm doing a pretty slow sparge, so we'll let this go. And then I'm putting a bunch of dry hops. Not a bunch of dry hops, but I'm not putting any bittering hops in. All the hops are going in at 180-degree whirlpool for about 30 minutes. So it should get me around, 30-ish IBU or something like that, maybe a little higher. And then I'm really going to kill it on the dry hop. I think I'm going to do high Krausen ads because I've heard from a couple of folks that that's kind of the time to put it in. Guess I'll maybe put it in at like day 3 or something if it's cooking off pretty good. We'll see what happens. All right. Hey, let me get back to the brew day. Cheers. Wow. So what do you do with your spent grains? That's a lot of spent grains. I just throw mine away. All right, so I got 7.5 gallons collected, and I still wasn't anywhere near 1010. So pre-boil is 1060. I was shooting for 1064, but I think it's still going to be probably close to an 8%er. We'll see. All right, getting close to the boil, to the hot break. There he goes. Come on. Help it out with some water. There we go. Wow. This a lot of flakes, man. Makes a very frothy. Okay, last phase. Can you smell the hops? Can you smell the hops? I'm gonna do this, give this bath for quite a while. And this is what I call the circle of life. Okay, it's been a great brew day. You can see I'm about, I don't know, 15 minutes into a 20-minute whirlpool, and decided I'd finish off this New England IPA brew day with a New England IPA from Commonwealth. This has got Baton Rouge. I don't know. I forget what the hop. It's a weird hop. Baton Rouge. It's not Baton Rouge. It's kind of looks like Baton Rouge, but it's not. And man, I can't remember the other hop. Anyway, Commonwealth, really good stuff. All right, so don't know what the final gravity is. I'm thinking I'm going to be around 1070. We'll see. So there's my sample, and that is the Commonwealth New England IPA I'm drinking. They look pretty damn close, don't they? I think I got the color right. Cool. Okay, so hopefully you saw the brew day. Yeah, so looking forward to that thing is the fermentation's kind of slowed down on it a little bit. I'm thinking tomorrow I might try to throw the dry hops in. That'll put it. Let's see, I brewed that thing on, what was it, Saturday? I can't remember what day it was. I think it was Saturday. So it's now Wednesday, or maybe it was Sunday. Hell, I don't know. Maybe it was Monday. I'll go back and look at the clock. But you're supposed to throw the hops in at high Krausen, I think, on these New England IPAs. I don't know. We'll see. I got a brew day planned for this weekend, so I'm gonna rebrew my SJ Pour Challenge competition just in case I make it through to round 3. That being said, round 2 beers came in, and I looked and I saw some videos. So I think most of the hubs have gotten their beers in. And some interesting ones. I'm looking forward to getting into these things. I don't even think I'm going to start until this weekend. I'm going to let the beers sit and like mellow out and give everybody a good fair shake in case they have a clear beer and they don't want any sediment floating around in it. So try to do the right thing. Give it a while to rest. So anyway, yeah. Wow. So yeah, you saw Brew Day. Talked about SJ Pour Challenge competition. And got my rebrew coming up this weekend. Hopefully I need it. If not, got some really good beer on tap. And yeah, I think that's it. I need to start. I was going to try to do this real ale competition, but I should have brewed this past weekend, and I wasn't up to it. I'd never done a real ale before where you let it ferment in the keg and let them put it on a beer engine. I guess it's somewhere out in West Virginia or west of DC. This homebrew club puts it on, I think Burp, and I just didn't get my act together. So maybe I'll do it next year. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, how can I get through a Homebrew Wednesday without talking about my beloved Nationals? We are going to the World Series, baby. We are going to the World Series. Can you believe how we backed into this thing? I mean, we started out the season 19-31. 19-31. Trey Turner broke his finger and had to learn how to swing a bat with his finger out. We fought our way back. We beat the Brewers in a comeback win for the wild card. We took the Dodgers out in an amazing fashion with a grand slam from Howie, and then we swept the freaking Cardinals. It was just crazy. Yeah, it was just crazy. I think that was the grand slam on the Dodgers. I believe that's when he did it. But yeah, we hung on. We got 7 runs in the first inning, and then we were able to hang on and only let them get 4 or 5 back. And here we go. It's either going to be the Yankees or the Astros. Astros would be cool. I'm from Texas, so that'd be kind of fun. Hopefully, one of the games, if it's the Astros, they put on the throwback jerseys with the cool psychedelic colors. But anyway. All right, I've ranted enough. Hey, enjoy your homebrew. Have yourself another happy homebrew and a very, very happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers.